So, we have finally been given, I guess, what's the official reveal of the whole movie.
Well, yes, the visual companion that we got all the old ones from the original Lord of the Rings and everything, and it looks lovely.
It's actually a really nice book, I've got to be fair. The art on it doesn't even look particularly anime-ish to me. It looks like, I don't know, it just looks really nice.
Yeah, it looks more like concept art to a film as opposed to, the actual anime.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's have a flick through. I want to see what we're going to get.
So the idea behind this video, I guess, is through this, we should get an idea of every release we get in this edition. Yeah. There's a whole section on the cast of the movie and stuff, so one can assume that we'll have models for each of those. So let's get into it, I guess. Okay, we start off, let's tuck this in. Oh, that is beautiful.
That is.
Can they see? Because I can't see.
I think, you see that quite nicely, actually.
Yeah. Forward, we've got the classic Helm art that GW have already released. History of Gondor and Rohan.
Nice.
That. Maps, we always love maps.
Oh yeah, maps are good. Maps are always good. Section on Rohan again with the eagles as pictures.
But we don't care about this stuff. We know about Rohan, we know about Gondor, we know the maps. We want to see what models we're getting.
Yes. Hey! Straight away, hopefully, we get this one.
Yes.
Because obviously they've already announced the Helm Hammerhand in the snow. They've got to do an armoured version as well. And we mentioned this in the previous video that we hope they don't get rid of the old one.
Yeah.
If they get rid of the old one and replace it with that, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
As long as that is an armoured version.
Let's replace James's face. Look at, both versions. We've already got this one, snow version. I want this one. The armour looks fantastic.
Yes.
And I think there's no reason, they'll probably stop selling the old version.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's still going to be legal, I'd assume.
Yeah, it'll still be a helmet. It'll still be the same size. It'll just be, it's like Radagast. You had the original Radagast. Can't get that anymore. It was a cool model, but then he did the Hobbit one.
To me, it's just going to be, that's young Helm.
Yeah, true.
Whereas both of these versions are going to be older Helm in his, close to death days. Okay, then we've got some stuff of Hera.
Yep.
Who is a brand new character, of course.
I'll hold this one up. I'm assuming you can see.
Yes. Again, original character, nothing to do with Tolkien's universe, just Helm's unnamed daughter, which obviously gives the writers creative freedom.
The youngest of the three.
I can guarantee that as a model, profile's going to be savage.
Oh yeah, they're going to make her insane.
Yeah, she is the protagonist of this movie. She's going to be... She'll be like this version's Aragorn, but probably cheaper.
Yeah, judging from the next couple of pages, I assume, like we were just showing, that middle one, that's going to be the...
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the first one.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll get like an armoured and unarmoured, or a shield
I guess with the older stuff though, they've just put into Legacy a lot of the unarmoured elf characters.
True.
So, and it does make sense. These games are going into battles. You don't particularly want to be unarmoured going into battles when it's the option. So, maybe that's the thing they're trying to get rid of in general, unarmoured models, unless there's a very specific reason. Yeah.
We can probably read some of the information here to give us an idea of how we'll get her. So, it says in the description of the character that her and Wolf are often fighting together, blah, blah, blah. She's skilled with a sword, adventurous and carefree, and she knows her own mind and will not allow her life to be planned for her, whatever the reason. She's more likely to be found wearing riding clothes, though when summoned to attend her father's council in Meduseld, she will be persuaded in a long gown with ribbons.
Yeah, so riding clothes will count as like light armour, basically.
Let's be honest, she's basically Eowyn for the
Helm 100%, yeah. Has to be.
Some shots of her there with eagles, some absolutely stunning art. I've got to show this off again. Like, the artwork is just beautiful. Look at the colours.
Opinions on the choice for the movie itself are a different thing, especially her having interactions with eagles.
No one can argue that that's some beautiful artwork. Already a book worth buying, Some designs from Meduseld.
Wonder if we'll ever get an official Meduseld from GW.
That would be cool.
It only costs about £500.
Right, we have some information on a new character here.
Okay.
And also, Meduseld stables. So I don't know whether that's something they'll bring into the terrain, but we have Life? No idea how that's meant to be. Leaf?
I would probably say Leaf, but that probably means it's wrong.
He's a young character, approximately 16 years of age. Again, no idea if he will be like a warrior type sort of character, but
I think it said something about the new king's attendant.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's probably not going to be I think I'd be surprised if we actually got a model for this one by the sounds of it, unless when we see the film it's something a bit more, or at least it's going to be like that minor independent hero who's just a bit useless, but maybe useful for like giving a buff or something.
Yeah. Now we know 2 characters here that we are getting. Haleth.
Yes.
And just do it well upright. Hammer.
Straight away, two nice designs, I think.
Yes. We've already seen the images for these. One is kind of an archer, one is more of a warrior.
Yeah.
Really excited to use these in the game. They look really cool.
I guess the only thing with them is that it all looks very like light armor. Yeah. There's not much like armor, like heavy armor, I guess.
True.
So,
but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. This is a character. Have they released a model for this? Freylaf.
I can't think if they have.
Really cool design, really cool looking character. I'm trying to think off the top of my head if it's in the starter box or not. How have I forgotten that already? I feel like it wasn't.
It was Wolf.
And then like a new character, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Either way, they're going to make a Freylaf model for sure. He is, so Helm Hammerhand is his uncle, is that right?
Yes, yeah, it's Hild's son. Yeah.
Freylaf, Hild's son, is the son of Hild, Helm Hammerhand's sister. So there we go, Little is known about his father, though it's suggested he may not have been one of the Rohirrim, but rather a Gondorian prince from the city of Dol Amroth. Ooh, he's a cool character. So he's only 28, he's already been appointed First Marshal of the Riddermark. So really, really cool character, and I think we'll definitely get some good use out of a model of him for sure. Now, this is quite cool. We now have a section on the regions of Rohan, which I don't know how it'll come into the game, just about. Not really in focus, but yeah. I don't know if they can bring this into the game.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot of grey area about how they're going to deal with factions in general with the new edition. So they're like, there's the chance we'll just have Rohan and these all just be sections as opposed to like maybe Gondor, where's the fiefdoms and stuff, that will all just be Gondor. So this would be if it wasn't, but yeah, I guess it will all come under Rohan. So
it's cool though. It's nice to have this separate.
Yeah, I feel like this is more world building than probably game related.
But you know what this reminds me of? It's nothing to do with Games Workshop, this book, but it reminds me of a codex and how it breaks down like chapters and stuff for the Space Marines. So it shows we've got the Eastemnet? Yeah, the Eastfold, the Fold, the Westemnet, I don't know how these are meant to be pronounced, the Westfold, Westmarch, and the Wold, W-L-O-D. So they're sort of the different regions within Rohan, whether we have like Captain of the Westfold, Captain of the Eastfold, things like that.
Yeah.
Could be a way to go, could be a good way of kind of splitting up Rohan as a faction, but we'll see, I suppose. Okay, now we have the Rohirrim. There's a section here on Royal Guard, and this could be a very new, unique design for the Royal Guard, which I quite like. I quite like the colour scheme there.
I like it, but also in my head, Rohan is green.
Yeah, true.
So it's a bit...
But
then there's no reason it's the Royal Guard are blue, then no...
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Another new character here then. We have Olwyn, aged 45, who's another shield maiden by the looks of it.
Okay.
Again, I'm okay with this. I quite like the variety, the new characters that they're bringing in. I'm just excited to be getting new stuff.
Yes, there is that to it.
Obviously, in recent videos, we've complained and moaned about some decisions that GW have made, and other people have complained and moaned about the fact that they are making an anime the basis for their new edition. I personally am super stoked about it.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me like anime or not in terms of what you base it off, but yeah, it's something new. It gives the chance, hopefully gives the game a chance to have a good refresh. Yeah. Just kind of, yeah.
And we got to remember as well that the whole Games Workshop MESBG product is based around the license from New Line Cinema. So it's all based around Peter Jackson's universe and more. Yeah. If that makes sense. So this is within Peter Jackson's universe. So all it's doing is expanding the world that our game is based in. Yeah. So I'm definitely all for it. Yep. The people of Rohan. Now on to the bad dudes. We've got Freka.
Mine shot.
It's really confusing. What we can see is backwards. So yeah. It's going to take a minute. Freka is Lord of the Westmarch, right? The area of the far west of Rohan, which sits south of the Eisen and either side of the River Adorn. He claims to be a descendant of Freyawain, the 5th king of Rohan. So he's the one that's fighting for the throne, essentially. And I guess gives Helm his name.
Yes, I mean, it's shown in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler.
Yeah. Helm one punches him.
Yes.
One punch!
Yes.
Only anime fans may get that reference. We then have Wolf, who again is a model that we've already had revealed, and again, I've seen some mixed reviews of the model review. Personally, I was a huge fan.
Yeah, some people saying it was too Age of Sigmar. Was that it?
Sigmar models are beautiful,
but,
dude.
Yeah, I don't think that's a massive problem. Again, it's based off an anime. They're going to have a slightly different look.
But they don't look anime. They
No, the models themselves don't, but it's the basis that they're coming off. So
yeah,
it doesn't, it makes sense why they would be a bit, but I also think they look really nice.
What's funny to me is they look like what I imagine GW have always wanted the models to look like. If you look back at some of the old molds for, I don't know, orcs, whatever, while we all love them out of probably nostalgia reasons, some of them suck.
Yes.
Like the kind of blends in some of the joins and joints and stuff are really, really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, the whole game could do with, in my opinion, a look like this.
It's almost like, I think people think it's Sigmar, because it's almost like you suddenly see it in HD. Because everything's got more definition to it, there's so many more details, and that's what you use from the other games.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes people think that, more than it being of incorrect design as such.
And some people moan about the poses. You can't say, oh, it's a Sigmar pose. It's just a pose. People stand and pose differently. There's not a Middle Earth pose. I hate that sort of complaint.
Yeah.
I think people just love to complain. So do we. But,
of course, yes.
Not right now. Okay.
So then we got Lord Thorn of the Wold and General Targ.
So General Targ was the other model that that was revealed to us in the starter set, I think.
He was revealed. He had his own article.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he looks awesome. We also have Lord Thorn. I don't know if he was... I mean, he's cool. He looks kind of very Theoden-ish. Was that just me?
He just looks noble. He looks like a higher up.
I like him. He's been close to the throne, and he's an astute observer of the politics of power that operate around the king. So maybe an advisor of sorts. Okay, now we go on to a section about Dunland.
Where we get the...
Dunlendings.
We get the Krebine.
Yeah. Krebine from Dunland.
Yeah, so I mean, there's already a model for them. We might get an updated one.
Probably.
For this.
Yeah.
Which is that, and then onto the Dunlendings.
That's a different look.
That is a different look.
I wonder if we'll get some models like that.
I see that, and I say it looks more anime than Middle Earth, potentially.
Yeah.
That reminds me of like a Spirited Away, Ghibli type style.
But I also think it's really cool, and I don't see any reason why kind of these wild men type characters wouldn't be wearing skulls. I think it's really cool, personally. Eagles.
Eagles, of course, we're going to get more eagles.
Yeah, we don't need to touch too much on that.
No. So, okay, this is an interesting one with the Ancient Forest Swamp, and this is where the Watch in the Water comes into things. So, I think there was a... Let's look at the piece of art. There we go.
Look at that.
Just looks so nice. And I mean, it's taken down a Mumuk, so you kind of gather the size, unless it's a little Mumuk. I guess it's hard to judge scale.
I like the little tree on its head.
Yeah, it's cool, but again, it's a thing that can only go in water, so model-wise for the game, it's a bit of they almost need it to go on land, so they can go oh no, it can go anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like there's going to be another. You've got to do the grass version of a Watcher, grass on the head thing.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm quite excited for that. Isengard. Ooh, so we get to see the Isengard of old when it was beautiful and green and fresh and wasn't tainted by Saruman's evil.
That does look so nice.
Yeah, absolutely love it. Don't know whether we'll get any terrain based around this. That would be really... Obviously, we're not going to get a tower.
They could do the classic John Howe art where you only see up to just a little bit up. Yeah. So they just build a tiny stump of a Isengard.
But you can see around this lots of tents and things like that. So there's a potential for something like that.
For a terrain board, that would be so nice.
Do you know what? I'm looking at this and thinking it's AI.
Really? That's
It looks very... it's like there's writing across there, look.
I see what you mean.
This looks very AI to me. I don't know if I can give you guys a better look at this, but probably not, right?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to see that.
I mean, I've got to look at it quite close from here, but there's some stuff about this that just don't look right. at all. No, like that's just, yeah, this looks super AI artish.
Oh no.
I really hope that's not the case.
Oh dear.
Really, really hope that's not the case. Okay, moving on. So this is a nice close-up image of the bottom of Orthanc with all the tents and things like that. The campsite. That's the kind of stuff I could see them doing terrain for.
Yeah,
little
that would be good.
And things
Yeah,
like
little
that.
scatter terrain pieces I think work so nicely for Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Sometimes the big buildings are almost a bit
Yeah.
just for show.
Now then.
Okay, this may help heal some wounds.
Yes.
Or make them worse.
Yeah. I think we finally got a full official answer now of why a lot of stuff went into Legends. And that is because we have an entire section here on Southrons. Now there's immediately 4 different designs there. So this is, straight away we can see here we got Variags. As you guys know, Variags of Khan was completely just removed from the game. So it's because they're obviously coming back in a different form, which is very, very cool. Those designs, I like all of them.
Yep, same.
Very reminiscent of Peter Jackson's designs, or well, not his, but from his universe.
Yes.
And with a little twist on it as well. I personally love them. We're obviously going to get a new Mumuk.
Yeah.
We're going to get just new Harad in general. It massages my wounds a little bit.
Yeah, I like the look. I like the look.
Ooh,
get a bit more on the Mumuk.
Is that Freya?
I'd assume so, yeah. She's gonna be doing all the heroic stuff, so.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a nice quote in there as well, which I guess is from the movie. Another threat had risen on Rohan's eastern border. Strange sounds were heard in the night. I don't know if they're quotes from the movie or not, but either way, they're cool. We then get Dunharrow.
Okay, so again, same location and style as used from the Peter Jackson movie, well, New Lines universe.
Yeah.
Wonder if there's going to be a hint of the dead men, a haunting. I mean, if all this comes in this movie, I don't know if it's going to be way too like, hey, remember this kind of moments. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's a location within Rohan, so it might just make sense.
It's the same like area where Elrond trots up to bring Andúril to Aragorn.
Yeah.
But this sentence even ends saying this is the beginning of the paths of the dead. So they're referencing it in the book, so maybe we'll see.
It might just be they're there and it's like something feels creepy, but they don't really do anything.
Yeah.
Which would be fine. But yeah, if they start seeing the dead, that's a movie problem. That's not a game problem.
No. Now, the Hornbird. Helms Deep.
Yes. Or soon to be Helms Deep. Currently just Deep.
And this is one of my big wishes from this edition, is the fact that they've got an opportunity here to give us more of Helm's Deep. The old one, the Two Towers one, while really great quality, it just wasn't much.
Yeah.
You know, it was just a gate and 2 walls. I would love, whether it's an expansion of it or whether it's the whole thing, just give us some more of this castle. I really, really want it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, now we get some baddies to finish, basically to finish things off in the book. So we get a nice look at some new designs for orcs and snow trolls. Trying to do this without... Trying to do this, sorry, we hit a door. Trying to do this without the light shining too much. But yeah, then...
I didn't even think about getting new orcs for this edition.
No, I guess I assumed it was all like a man v man part of it. But of course you got rid of the creatures, so...
Oh my god, the snow troll with the red eyes looks awesome.
Yeah. Again, yeah. I mean, hopefully they kind of have a slight improvement to trolls in this edition. And maybe that comes with snow trolls.
I can just notice this. So that's Helm. Bare fist taking on a snow troll. That is so cool. I hope that's going to be a cool moment in the movie.
And I feel like with that orc design, like it very much looks like orc and like Moria Goblin style. So maybe they're going to try and like do a bit of a crossover from the earlier times of this bit and have something slightly different. So it's not just more same orcs.
Yeah. I mean, they look cool to me though.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool bit of art, and then we finish with we got Saruman and Gandalf the Grey.
Ooh, is that a big hint?
Yes.
So obviously we've seen Saruman in a trailer. It might just be in the Japanese trailer, I can't actually remember which. But then we're also getting Gandalf, so there's a picture. Oh, wrong hand. This one there. Doing it backwards. Yeah, we're seeing Gandalf's symbol.
Yep.
Whether that means he's in it. Do we get another Gandalf model? I'm always up for a new Gandalf model, to be honest. Yeah. Especially Gandalf the Grey. I love the Grey more. And if we can get some nice new, like, quality mold.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say no. Why not?
No, I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. That was unexpected, though. I wasn't expecting to see Gandalf in here. Finally, then, we have just the full cast. So,
including Eowyn. So let's bring that one up.
Yeah, so that's pretty much everyone that was covered in the book, but you get like an overview there of everybody we're getting.
So this could be the list of heroes.
Yes, I would.
One or two.
I mean, what's that? 14. I would expect to see old Pennycreek.
How much do you want to bet? By the look of that, that is this film's Wormtongue Alfred character, who's just so on the nose.
Yeah. So we've got Helm Hammerhand, Hera, Freyalaf, Wolf, Olwyn, Haleth, Hammer, Freka, General Targ, Leaf, Old Pennycrook, Lord Thorn, Saruman, and Eowyn. Interesting that Gandalf's not included.
Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah. So yeah, I think it'll just be a hint at Gandalf's letter talking to Saruman then. But still, I'd take a model.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to get 12 plus new heroes, and that doesn't include snow trolls, orc chieftains, things like that, I'm happy. I'm excited.
And also, it's not quite game related, but and I had heard this before, that they had confirmed that they're using Christopher Lee's voice for Saruman, because that was one of those I was like, well, are they going to go very different, or are they going to find someone who sounds like Christopher Lee doing Saruman?
But it's actually unused lines, right?
I think so. Yeah. I think there's going to be a bit of AI, even if they don't want to admit it, even if it's just morphing stuff together to make it sound right. But
maybe.
I think generally they're trying to use recorded stuff and make it work, which I like.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. I guess there's not much else to... What's that? Oh, colouring book.
Sweet.
There's another book. No, it's a colouring book.
Yeah, I'll just show you the back inside as well.
Top forward. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
To be honest, even though there might not be a great amount of new information in this book, the artwork alone I think is worth it.
Yeah.
It's only like 15 quid, so...
Yeah, I mean, it gives us a good idea of the heroes. We kind of knew anyway, but it just kind of like reaffirms that. Gives us an idea on what probably styles they're going to have armor-wise and not. It kind of... I think the Southrons is a big part of this.
Yeah.
Getting that reveal of those.
And the snow troll.
Yeah, so I think it kind of... Almost we needed to see this before they announced what they were getting rid of.
Yeah.
And they've just maybe not quite ordered it correctly.
But what's ironic is this has nothing to do with GW.
No, but like their whole license comes off these films. So they're going to... And obviously they've already designed what they're getting from the art from these movies. So they're going to know all this stuff. The people behind it all.
Bad timing from Games Workshop.
Yeah.
I made a lot of people, us included, very angry with their decisions. I still don't think that this quite kind of makes up for some of the decisions, like your Aristors, Vraskus, Merhers, things like that. Great Beast of Gorgoroth, all those sort of models that like, why? Why are you going? But it does kind of, there's a plaster over some of them, like the Variags and the Southron stuff kind of.
It just makes me excited to see the reveals of the actual kits now.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it was anyway, but it's just that like little bit of a teaser.
Yeah. Personally, I can't wait for this new edition. I also can't wait for the movie. So with this kind of reveal out of the way, let us know in the comments down below what you guys think of this artwork, these characters. Are you excited for them? Are you excited for the new edition? Has it helped heal any of your hurt from previous announcements? Let us know, let's talk about it. As always, if you enjoyed this video and want to support the channel further, you can check us out on Patreon. For just, I think, $2 a month, you get access to our exclusive Discord and a bunch of other benefits as well. So yeah, check that out. Anything else to add?
Nope, I think we're good.
As always, every Tuesday we're live at 3 o'clock, so make sure you tune in for those.
Except this week, which is Wednesday.
This week will be Wednesday, yeah. And we'll see you next time on the Tabletop Alliance.
Bye guys.